I'm going to kneel here. Hello, my name is Bailey, and I am a certified personal trainer with NASM. I am a registered yoga teacher in good standing with Yoga Alliance. I'm an RYT 200. And I'm also a certified Tai Chi teacher with Tai Chi for Busy People, also known as Easy Tai Chi. Um, I teach several classes here in Central Kentucky, Tai Chi classes, and I have posted privately for my students some videos, but I wanted to post some public videos of just some beginner things to begin with Tai Chi while we are in our present distress of having to stay home, stay healthy at home. And so this video is going to be kind of like an intro, not really an intro to Tai Chi, but intro to some basic Tai Chi principles. We're going to talk about the Tai Chi posture, standing like a tree, and also our first basic Tai Chi stance, bow stance, and that will lead us into Tai Chi walking, or cat walking, or Mount Sing walking, and that will be in a subsequent video. But I just want to use this one as for standing and our bow stance. I have a mic. I don't think I'll mic up for this. We'll see how it goes as far as audio. I will mic up when we start Tai Chi walking, so that you will be able to hear me. So let's get started. Tai Chi standing posture, standing like a tree. So in Tai Chi, if some of you are yogis, you think of like mountain stance, you think of standing, bringing the shoulders back and drawing the belly in and activating the quads and really lifting long in the spine. The only thing that we do like that in Tai Chi is lift long from the spine. Everything else just hangs. So our posture is it's soft, but it is tall. And when we stand in our basic Tai Chi, Wu Chi stance, with our posture, it's called standing like a tree because we want to be like a healthy tree as we Tai Chi stand. We are lifted from the crown of the head. The crown of the head is not here, it's not at the top, but it's back. If you drew an imaginary line from your spinal column all the way up, coming out the top of your head, it would come out here, back here. So that's the crown. And so we want to imagine we have the golden string tied right here at the crown of the head, and we lift. That gives us a little tuck to our chin. And so that is our posture, at least with the lengthening of our spine in Tai Chi. So we're lifted from the crown of the head. Our shoulders just hang. We imagine that we are a medical lab skeleton. He's hanging from the crown of his head, and everything just hangs there. Our joints are loose. Our joints are open. Our shoulders might even go make our chest slightly concave. We're not pulling them back and putting our chest forward, but letting them just kind of hang. So we get a little bit of concave here. Our bellies, unlike most fitness, are going to relax. We're just going to allow the belly to relax. The joints are soft. The elbows are soft. Our knees are soft. Our ankles are soft. And so just like a tree, we're lifting towards the sun with the crown of our head. And just like a tree, we want to be rooted into the ground. And the way we're rooted in Tai Chi into the ground is through the bubbling well. It's like the very center of the foot, right behind the ball of the foot. Those are our bubbling wells. And we root right there, pressing right behind the ball of the foot, the center of the foot. Knees are soft, ankles are soft. We want to be able to sway, we want to be able to move. Everything is just kind of hanging here from that lifted crown. So the top of our tree, the crown of the tree lifted into the sky, but the roots sunk deeply. And so let's say if we were a tree and we were a stiff tree and a wind came along, we're rooted, we're lifted, but we're stiff, we would break. So we want suppleness. We want to be very supple, very soft, tall, crown of the head, rooted so that we can just sway. When the winds come, we can just move with it. So Tai Chi is very flowing and soft. It's a soft martial art. And so this is our Tai Chi standing, Wu Chi standing like a tree. It can be meditative. Just soften the gaze, soften the focus of the eyes. Body scan, lift the crown of the head. Relax the belly, relax the shoulders. And stand and ready. Even our tailbone is slightly tucked under. It just hangs straight down right between our heels. Tai Chi standing. So from this, we can move into a stance. So we want to keep this posture throughout our Tai Chi practice of lifted and letting everything move from that. Our appendages don't move on their own. It is the turning of the core that moves our arms, and it is the chi, the energy within, and our lower dantian just emanating that we get our power from and our movement from. So moving on, a stance, first basic stance in Yang style Tai Chi, bow stance. That will get us ready for our Tai Chi walking. So we want to bring one foot, doesn't matter which one, into a 45-degree turn. We want to open that 45-degree at the hip rather than at the knee or at the ankle, but we want to open the hip 45 degrees. If that feels uncomfortable, you can make it a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but we just don't want the foot straight forward. So we have that little openness here, and we bring the other foot, the opposite foot, forward. It is pointing straight forward. So if you're a yogi, you might be thinking, aha, warrior. But it's not warrior. It's a lot softer than that, our bow stance is. In a warrior pose, we are lined up, we are lengthened out, and we are sunk down and very strong in warrior, very, very tight and strong. But this is an internal art, okay? It's an internal art, so the strength comes from within in Tai Chi. So, laying warrior aside and finding our bow stance. We don't want to be really long in our stride. We want to be comfortable. We don't want a big lunge out. So just a nice, comfortable front to back. Front toe, front foot, whichever one that is pointed forward. That knee is pointed towards the toe. We don't want the knee to collapse in or flare out, but nice and in line with our toe. Same here. We want to externally rotate in the hip. towards that 45-degree foot. So here we are. It looks like a fighting stance, doesn't it? It's very soft and balanced. It's not a 50-50 balance. It's more like a 60-40 or a 70-30 in our balance. And we close the hips. Close the hips forward. Bow stance. Arms just hang here. We're lifted from the crown of the head. Our belly is relaxed. We've got softness. We never work from our shoulders in Tai Chi. Bow stance. And if you notice, you see width between my heels. This is a martial art. Tai Chi is a martial art, so we need stability. If we make it really narrow, side to side, we're on that tightrope and we're unstable, and we don't want that. We want stability. So we need that width. We want 6, 7, 8 inches between our heels. If we brought this back foot, keeping it at 45 up, we want that width there for stability. So making sure we've got some width. We close our hips and bow stance. Bow stance. I call this the mother of all stances to my students because a lot of our movement, a lot of our Tai Chi practice and postures come with a bow stance. I will be making another video on the different stances that we use in Tai Chi, but this is the one that we need to know and need to think about those fine points. Good Tai Chi posture, lift from the crown of the head, bubbling well, right? Root, balance, stability, softness, ready to move. So next video will be going from bow stance to bow stance, left, right. And that's Tai Chi walking. So I'll make another video about Tai Chi walking. Again, to review, standing like a tree, lift from the crown of the head, feet about hip-width distance apart, bounce. This is a Qigong thing, bounce, breathe. Just get everything soft, rooted, but reaching for the sky with the crown of the head. Tai Chi standing. Find meditation here. And then practicing back foot 45. We want space in width. We don't want too long of a stride. Close the hips squared forward as opposed to open. Close the hips, knee towards toe. This foot straight forward, toes pointing straight ahead. Toes 45. Softness in the knees. Bow stance.